So I have one of those technician jobs where I go all over and work on point-of-sale machines. I often get mistaken for someone that works at the store because I'm behind the counter. Normally people are understanding, but not at this store. When I arrived at this store, I was greeted by the manager and owner of the store because they have been having issues with a barcode reader. The problem was there was nothing I was really able to do about it. We had been having this issue for months, and as techs we were not giving any way to fix it. I had the manager and owner threatening to get me fired because I don't want to do my job. They didn't like me already because of something that my coworker told them months earlier when I was still in training. I was pretty frustrated just minutes after walking into the store. I spent about 4 hours in this store doing everything to try and fix this issue. This store has a big island in the middle of it and had a cashier on either end, and I was working in the middle of them. I had people come up to me almost the entire time I was there trying to get me to ring them up. I would just tell them I don't work here, you'll have to go to the other people, and would point to the cashiers. As I'm about to wrap up for the day, I notice 6 police officers come into the store and start talking to the manager. I didn't catch the whole conversation, but I did hear the cop ask, "Are you sure that everyone behind the counter is supposed to be there?" The manager said, "Yeah, those are my 2 clerks and he's the tech trying to fix the problem." They were there for about 15 minutes and never said anything to me. TLDR, I went to fix a broken machine, got my job threatened, had people walk up to me every 5 or so minutes, and one of them called the cops because someone was behind the counter that doesn't work there. Bonus story. I was at another store and a lady came up to me and tried to have me ring her up. When I told her that I don't work there, she apologized and joked about it with me. She then had the brilliant idea of me getting a shirt that says "I don't work here, lady." I recently went shopping at Walmart with my fiancé. We were looking at sheets for our guest bedroom. A lady came up to me and asked me if I worked there. I said no. She then points to me and says, "Are you sure?" I still don't know what she was pointing at. Wasn't wearing anything that Walmart employees wear. No vest, no blue, no name tag, nothing. "I don't work here," I said again. "You're stocking items?" "No, I'm with my fiancé shopping for bed sheets. I'm a customer just like you." "Then why is your cart full of the same stuff? You're stocking items right now." "I'm buying multiple sheets." Again, "I don't work here." Her husband then scoffed at me and they walked away shaking their heads. Okay, freaks. I don't have a purse or wallet. I have a card wallet with a string, kinda looks like a shoestring, that has my keys on it, that I wear around my neck. It also has a D-ring and sometimes I wear it on my belt loop. I shop for Instacart, so I'm in Costco 4-5 times a day. Every single trip in, someone sees my keys, only my truck fob is on there, and my card wallet, and assumes I work there. Most of the time I just answer "I don't know" and walk off before they can say anything else. Polite people with kids I'll always help, but explain first I don't work there. Someone asked me today if we still had snow shovels. I told her I have no idea and walked off. She just stood there looking really confused that I just walked off like that. I'd feel bad if I didn't have a bunch of stuff in my cart. So this happened when I was about 12, probably looked about 10, and it was nearish Christmas. I was in my local Tesco after school and was still wearing my school uniform. For context, my uniform was a white shirt, stripy tie, and ugly reddish blazer with my school logo on it, whilst Tesco employees wear a blue polo. So you'd think it would be pretty obvious that I didn't work there, right? Right? Well, apparently not. So I was minding my own business when this oldish guy came up to me and asked where the wrapping paper was. Being the kind, helpful child I was, I pointed out that it was literally right next to us and started talking him through the different kinds of wrapping paper, all smiles and enthusiasm. Look, okay, I was a weird kid and I just wanted to help. He interrupted me to say that there wasn't any Christmas wrapping paper, seeming suddenly very annoyed. I'm sure that at this point, my expression was one of pure panic. I'm autistic and there's no social protocol for man angry about wrapping paper, don't judge me, but I told him there was Christmas wrapping paper with the Christmas stuff. He then started loudly complaining to me that there really wasn't much variety in wrapping paper at all. Autism plus loud noises equals child on the brink of tears. But before I could defend myself, This lady appeared out of nowhere and was like, "Dad, what are you doing? She doesn't work here," apologized to me, and took the guy and left. I was very, very confused. I never saw that guy again. I hope he's doing better now and not yelling at small children. So, 2 weeks ago, on the weekend, I was with my friend at a fiction convention. Him and me was cosplayed as Connor and RK900 from Detroit Become Human. For those who don't know the game, we was basically androids or robots with blue LEDs, and a serious face. Just to know, on the cosplay, we have this blue armband who looks like the security armband if you don't pay attention. The food truck of the con was outside, and my friend cannot go outside because it was freezing cold. My sister who was with us, was hungry, so she go and meet too. But my friend decided to waiting us close to the exit, where there was 2 doors for personal only, like one for the control room, I think. So, not so much people who pass by, and he could wait here. My friend. He was in his role of the character, okay? So he's standing here, serious face, and don't talking at all. Well. Some people thought he was a security guard. It has to be said. He were in front of the Real security guards. So people who didn't know the cosplay, thought he work here, because you know, armbands, serious face, his location, the others guards. During this time, I keep company to my sister, but I was cold too, so I began to be more with my friend than my sister. When my friend told me about people thinking he worked here, I thought about this subreddit and laughed. And then, a woman looked at me, while I'm staying with my friend, and asked me, "Can I enter?" She talked about the door next to me. I was surprised, just frowned and said and quickly, she add, "I have my card, see," and show me her card proving she's here for work. I understood immediately, but still was a little bit dumbfounded and said, yeah, you can." She went into the control room, and I chuckled a little. She didn't even saw I wasn't working here. But the bonus, are security guards who don't take this badly and just told me, the next person who asks you, even if they have cards, say them no, firmly. Naturally, they was joking. But it was fun, and I discovered that my friend and I could become security guards, apparently. TLDR, my friend and I was cosplayed as serious robots at a convention, and was mistaken for security guards by people who want to go on private spaces in front of the real security guards who was not offended and laughed with us. Here's a quick one. The other day I was at the grocery store, and since it's winter, I had my big coat, mittens etc., and also had one of the toddlers with me, sitting in the cart, who was dressed similarly. I was going down an aisle, and looking for something specific, so not paying much attention to the other people in the aisle. A man walked past me, and then I hear "hey." But I didn't pay any attention. Then I hear it again, louder, "hey." So out of curiosity, I turn around, and the man is standing about 15 feet away staring at me. He then says, "You call me a cab?" Now. Confused, I say, "What?" And he repeats his statement. I ask if he wants to borrow my phone to call, and he says no. "You call cab for me? You are working. You need to do it." I responded with, "No, I'm shopping, not working." The employees have uniforms, I think the service desk probably has a phone. And I pointed the direction of the customer service desk. He just said "oh," and walked down the aisle, in the wrong direction. I went the opposite direction, and a minute later, I heard him say the exact same thing to a different person further down the aisle. No idea what he was thinking,